So in the last step, we went into AWS, we created an encryption key, and we created a user with access keys. Now we're going to take those components and we're going to apply them to Rubrik so that we can archive backup data to Amazon S3. So I'm going to come up here from the dashboard and click on the gear icon and select archival locations. And then I'm going to go to add one by clicking the plus symbol. And as you can see, there are multiple options, not just Amazon, Azure as well, but you can also use a local object store or local NFS storage. Within S3, you actually have the option to create multiple types of storage. These are storage classes in S3, and infrequently access and reduced redundancy are supported. So the first thing I need is my AWS access key. So I'm going to go back to the browser that I used to download the key credentials for the user that I created, rubrik_p1 labs. And I'm going to open up an Excel file that has both the secret access key as well as the access key ID. And I'm going to go back to the Rubrik cluster and put in the access key, and then I'm going to get the secret access key and do the same. Now the AWS bucket name. This is something that with the policy that we gave to the rubrik_p1 labs user will be created on its own. So it's not something that I need to go into S3 and create in advance. But I do want to be somewhat careful here because, as you probably already know, all S3 buckets must be unique regardless of region, and I don't want to create or I don't want to use a name that is likely already in use. So I'm going to use rubrik P1, let's start that over. We're going to go P1 labs dash rubrik 01. And we will choose the correct region. And why this is important is because, as you saw in the last step, when we were creating a key, that was region specific. So we want to make sure that that key also matches the region that we create the bucket in. And now I need my key ID. So I'm going to go back to my interface and get the key here. And I'm going to paste it in. And I'm going to go ahead and click add. And as you can see, this is now a valid S3 bucket that Rubrik can archive to. So in further videos, we'll go through the archiving process and show data getting written out to S3, and we'll actually conduct some recoveries from S3 as well.